Hi, it's Sally-Shakti. So my last video just got cut off again. I'm trying everything, deleting all the apps, freeing up lots of space. It's getting frustrating. My next move is to upgrade my phone, which is overdue, but it's frustrating to not be able to just function and do what needs to be done in a simple manner, which is of course what happens with tech. Lots of things become possible and the possibilities are very beautiful, but the way that the tech is currently being developed and cultivated is over complex, I think, and designed to distract. Anyway, that's a different point. So today I was going to talk about lots of screen time today, and how that's prompted me to get out and move my body and take a walk. And I'm thinking about the writing retreat facilitation training that I completed last week. I'm really starting to become inspired to hold and facilitate writing retreats and workshops, writing spaces. I'm not quite sure what that's going to look like yet, and I know that it's better for me when I let the energy move me rather than trying to push it in a certain direction that my brain thinks is the right thing to do. But what's coming up for me on that training was we had a whole session on movement, the benefits of movement and the health detriment of sitting for too long, which are really quite extensive. So for me, it's absolutely essential that in any writing space that I create and facilitate, there is the opportunity for movement and embodiment and connection with our bodies and emotions. Some people on the training course were arguing against that from the perspective that if we're on a writing retreat, then the purpose is to write, which I fully understand and endorse. But for me as well, the evidence that we were presented in the training suggests that, and from my own experience, I know that the more I move, the more creative space and capacity I have available for writing, the more creative and productive I become as a writer, because I'm giving myself time to move. I'm moving my energy. I'm allowing my thoughts to percolate down into my body. And I know as well, to my detriment, that when I was spending too much time working and writing on the laptop, which has been my primary experience of life up until recently, that I would not be available emotionally to relate and cultivate relationships either. So, really I'm thinking along the lines of embodiment, movement, writing as a practice, how I might begin to facilitate and co-create retreats and writing spaces. In the mix with that as well is my very clear now and strong desire and intention to bring sexuality work into my offerings and into the spaces that I hold and co-create, particularly with my partner. We both feel very strongly that we are here and we are ready to begin learning how to facilitate space and hold space in terms of sexuality, energy work and healing. So these are some things that I'm bringing to the mix that have real energy and potency for me now. In fact, I was listening to a podcast, an astrology podcast at the weekend, reminding me that we have the Taurus lunar eclipse coming up on the 30th of April, and it's a really powerful and potent time for new beginnings and new directions coming in that were really quite unforeseen or have been on the back burner for a long time. I would say that I've known, and probably we've known since we got together, that this is what we would do, and it's only now that we're really beginning to feel ready for that, and for that starting to take some form of shape and clarity. So these are things I'm working with. Writing is still there. Writing is still my primary practice, and what I know and what I do, it's where the magic is. It is where the magic is, and so is sexuality. That's what I'm all about. It's where the magic happens, it's where the healing happens, it's where the alchemy takes place. It's the energy work, whether that's embodiment, movement, performance, sexuality or writing. Really, that is where my heart is, with the energetic healing and transformation and the different forms through which I can bring and express that, and share that in the world. So yeah, I guess I'm going to stop again now because I don't want to get cut off again. And that's my thoughts for today, and appreciate sharing that with you, and just keep it moving through. Sending you lots of love.